Sketching is the act of creating a 2D profile comprised of wireframe geometry. Typical geometry types are lines, rectangles, arcs, circles, and ellipses. Sketching is dynamic with feedback from the cursor to make it easier. To create a sketch, you must choose a plane on which to sketch. This can be done by selecting one of the default planes that SOLIDWORKS creates for every new part, the front plane, the top plane, or the right plane. Additionally, sketches can be created on flat faces of parts. In this lesson, I will walk through different methods of beginning sketches on planes, and I will create a solid body that I will use to demonstrate creating a sketch on a face. Here I have a new part file open in SOLIDWORKS. In order to create the first 2D sketch profile in this part, a plane must be chosen to draw the sketch on. SOLIDWORKS provides three initial default planes. They are the front plane, the top plane, and the right plane. These planes can be shown visually in the graphics area by clicking on a name of a plane in the feature tree and clicking the show icon from the flyout toolbar. I'll do this for all three planes. With the planes visible in the graphics area, I can adjust their sizes. I can do this by clicking on a plane, and markers appear on the corners and midpoints of the plane's outline. I can then click on a marker and drag it to a new location to change the plane's visible area. However, it is important to clarify that the edges of the plane shown in the graphics area aren't actual geometric edges, as planes are infinite in size. The edges are used as a guide to help visualize where the plane lies in relation to other geometry. When creating a new sketch, the Insert Sketch tool activates sketch mode in the currently selected plane or planar face. To access the Insert Sketch tool, I'll navigate to the Insert drop-down menu in SOLIDWORKS and click on the Sketch option. This brings me into Sketch mode, which is confirmed by the Sketch tab being selected in the Command Manager, as well as the Sketch button now appearing pressed in and having the Exit Sketch text. The graphics area also rotated normal to the plane I had selected in the graphics area. And now I can sketch in this plane. For instance, I can select the Circle tool from the Command Manager and sketch a circle at the origin of this plane. Now, if I exit the sketch by either pressing the Exit Sketch button in the Command Manager or the Exit Sketch icon in the confirmation corner and return to an isometric view, you can see the sketch lies within the sketch plane. Sketch mode can also be enabled prior to selecting a plane. If I go to the Sketch tab of the Command Manager and click Sketch, the Feature Manager prompts me to choose a plane or face to place the sketch on. When I hover the mouse over one of the planes in the graphics area, the cursor changes and indicates to select a face or a plane. I'll choose the top plane, switch to a Normal to view, and draw a center rectangle centered on the origin. I'll exit the sketch and return to an isometric view. I also want to point out the reference triad in the lower left corner of the graphics area. The reference triad shows the orientation of the model's coordinate axes at all times. It can help show how the view orientation has been changed relative to the front plane. Additionally, you can click on an axis in the reference triad to change the view so that the axis that was clicked is normal to the view. Sketches can also be created on a face of an existing solid body. To create a solid body, I'll go ahead and hide the two sketches I created by Control-clicking both of them in the feature tree and selecting the Hide icon from the flyout toolbar. Now I'll select the front plane to begin the sketch. And I want to point out that the Context toolbar appears with an option to create a sketch on the selected plane. I'll click this button, and I enter into sketch mode with a view normal to the sketch plane. From here, I'll draw a sketch profile and then create a boss extrude from the sketch, which are covered in depth in other lessons. To create the sketch profile, I'll draw a sequence of lines connected together to create a closed contour. Click on the Extruded Boss Base tool and create a 10 mm blind extrusion. Now I have a solid body with multiple faces that can be selected. At this point, I'll go ahead and hide the three default planes. Sketching on a face can be done either by selecting the face and then entering into sketch mode, or by entering into sketch mode and then selecting the face. I'll go ahead and enter sketch mode first, and the Feature Manager notifies me that a plane or face must be selected to begin the sketch. As I hover the cursor over different faces of the solid model, each face is highlighted with an orange outline to display which face will be chosen if I click on it. I'll select the front face of this solid body, and I can begin sketching. I'll draw a simple circle on this face. Exit the sketch, and as I rotate the model, you can see that the sketch lies directly on the front face of the solid body.